I would love to collaborate with Omale, Burna Boy, in Nigeria. Olamide Baduro. We need to do our albums together. I don't know what anyone says. We need to do our albums. I just feel like we vibe so well. Internationally, I would love to collaborate with Lola Young, G-Eazy, Drake, Cesar, Nicki Minaj, Dave. I'm not an ugly boy. I'm a sexy. Who's that guy? J-Hus. J-Hus, yeah. I honestly would really, really love to collaborate with lots of rappers because I feel like I just have so many choruses and I want to see how it will blend. But they need to hurry up and catch me quick because now I'm started rapping myself. I don't know. Hi, it's your favorite girl, Fave, and I'm here to break down my new song Intentions on NotJustVerses. Let's go. I recorded Intentions last year when I was in LA, and the producer that I recorded it with is Otis, and he just was playing the beat, and he played Intentions beat, and I was like, oh yeah, I think this sounds nice. And like I always do for almost all my songs, if not all my songs, I have the first two lines already. So, the first two lines kind of just came to me, doing like a Ganda, and then I just like kind of took it from there. I think in the first verse, if you really listen, there is no sense of direction I'm really going with the song. But then I kind of just like get into the storyline that I'm trying to figure out with like the pre-chorus and then, like the chorus, and then I take it in from there. I started to talk about my own life experiences, and I recorded it that day with him. And yeah, I think we pretty much finished the song that day. It wasn't a song that I had to like come back to or anything. Yeah. Doing like a go silly ganja. Why you go they pose with the ganja? When they bring the smoke, you say rendezvous, but then you're nowhere to be found. Doing like a goose silly ganja. Self-explanatory. You're acting silly, I think ganda is usually used as like, I don't know if it's a slur, but it's kind of like an insult, but like it's kind of tautology when I'm adding like silly ganda just because it like rhymed. So you're doing like a goose silly ganda. Why are you going to pose with ganja? Like, why are you posing with the smoke? Okay, so why are you posing with the smoke physically, like in real time? But then the next line, I went ahead to say, when they bring the smoke, you say rendezvous. So it's like a play on words. You're posing with ganja, which is actually smoke. But when they actually bring smoke to you, not actual smoke that you smoke, but when they bring smoke, which is like trouble, or when they bring it to your front, you're posing with smoke. That means you want trouble. So when they actually bring trouble, you say rendezvous, like you say, meet me tomorrow. I say, let's do this some other time. And then they actually meet you at the decided location and then you're nowhere to be found. Why are you asking for trouble? But when they ask you to come, pull up to the location, let's fight. You're nowhere to be found. No, I don't fight, so ew. At what point did I realize that Kante was going to be a global record? From the point Davido said he liked the song. Because I just felt like he has a lot of listeners, the world is listening on Davido. So the moment anyone listens to the album and plays that song, it would automatically become their favorite song. I was so confident about Kante from the beginning. So my song with sounds, Fever. The controversy around that song was kind of crazy because I just wasn't expecting it. I feel like a lot of people just are not that smart, I guess. Because if you understand wordplay and everything, I don't think there'd be any reason for you to like feel a type of way about what I said. Because in essence, you can't really be homophobic to someone who is straight. So it doesn't really make any sense. It's like, I get homophobic when your boy's here, do that bro love when you're away. I'm like, it's like bro love. It was just a play on words because bro to bro love is like man to man love, which is like queer love. So it's like me saying I get homophobic when like you're getting too much love on your bros. You should give me all your time. But the person I'm singing to is straight and his bros are straight. They are not romantically involved. So I can't possibly be homophobic to any of them. It was just a play on words because I love wordplay. I am a class 1 literature student. So I'm always trying to put puns in my lyrics and everything like that. But I had to change it because I don't really live for controversy. It's not my type of thing. I want people to enjoy music and enjoy music for real. So, and also because I feel like the line itself, if someone says that line without completing the line just so that they could drag me, it would be valid because I get homophobic, full stop. Like people just be like, oh my God, why is she homophobic and shit? So I'm like, yeah, let me just change it. And it doesn't really take anything out of the song, you know. I wasn't alone when I was running. Back when I was new and up and coming. Back when all my mama used to tell me was, baby, don't forget from where you coming. I cannot forget, I crossed my heart and hope to die. I cannot forget, I wrote the initials on my body. Bold and loud and clear, I want it more than everybody. But I can't stop wishing, oh, I wish I had that rollie. I wasn't alone when I was running. Like, I've never been alone. The whole time that I started making music, I've always had people who believed in me. And I think that's so essential and important as someone who is starting out in music, especially because it could get very lonely. And how good you are is never a determinant factor in how well known you're going to be. You know, a lot of factors are involved. It's different from like something like tech or something where, you know, if you're the best, you're destined to definitely be the greatest. So it's like I've always had people around me, my friends, my family, the people that I work with, my managers. So it's like back when I was new and up and coming, you know, right from the start. Back when all my mama used to tell me was, baby, don't forget from where you come, because that's all my mama would always say. Like, you're making secular music now, but don't forget God. Like, don't forget that what's the most important thing is your dream. Don't get distracted by what people say or what people are doing. You know, the industry that you're in has a lot of vices. Just don't forget where you come from and stuff like that. I can't forget Christmas. I hope that explanatory. I cannot forget I wrote the initials on my body. I wrote Dream Chaser here because I can't forget that what's important to me is my dream. I cannot forget I wrote the initials on my body. Bold and loud and clear. I want it more than everybody. I want global domination more than everybody. I don't even know, but I don't think there's anybody in the world that wants it more than me. But I can't stop thinking and wishing I had that rollie. It's like in the process of chasing your dreams, there's a lot of things you want that you have to forego because you can't just be out here like getting or purchasing everything that you want, which is why I don't have a rollie. Cause money has to go into other things as the child of your parents, as someone who is still hustling, because I feel like being an artist, before I got signed, you know, there was a lot of promo marketing that I had to do, and you know, we earn and put back into the music, like only spending what was necessary and needed. So it's like that's essentially what the second verse is talking about. Fave Beyond the Mic is a fun, outgoing, crazy person. If you don't know, I'm from Anambra State. I feel like a lot of people think I'm Lagosian. And my first name is God's Favor. What more do you want to know? My journey from making freestyles in my bedroom to this point where I am right now, I think it had like its ups and downs. You know, I feel like I definitely got in the element of surprise being on the outside of the industry and coming into the industry, because there's a lot of things that the industry entails that you don't really know until you're, you know, really in it. But I think through and through, I think I've grown as an artist from the shy girl who would not like venture out into other like genres of music to this person that I am right now that is genreless and always just trying to enter into any type of beats that I want, you know? Yeah. I wish I could afford a rollie, drive around and fuck the police, but my mom depending on me. Turn up the volume for me cause I can't shout it. If it gonna happen to me, then I can't fight it. Yeah, I think I'ma know when it feels right. Yeah, I'm ready, hold up. I am not ready to be anyone's shawty. Want me, then be about it. Lay it on the table, your intention. I wish I could afford a rollie. Like I said, I wish. Drive around and fuck the boys. Like, I wish I could have like massive misbehavior and just be doing whatever I want, you know. But my mom is depending on me. That's why I can't do reckless things that I really, really want to do. Turn up the volume for me because I can't shout it. So whatever it is that I'm saying right now, turn up the volume because I don't want to be screaming it out. If it's gonna happen to me, then I can't fight it. Whatever is gonna happen to me is gonna happen to me. I can't fight it. Be it the good or the bad thing, what will be would always be. Yeah, I think I'm gonna know when it feels right. I think I'm gonna know when it feels right. You would just know when it feels right. Yes, I'm ready for what feels right. And then I say, hold up, I'm not ready to be anyone's shawty. Like, I'm ready for a whole lot of things, but I'm not ready to be anyone's shawty. Except you want me and you're being serious about it. Like, if you're coming, you come correct. Because I have all these things that I'm chasing. I'm chasing my dreams. I'm also trying to make sure that my family is in a better place and secure for life. I'm also making sure that I'm not doing reckless things and just moving about in the way that I want, but I'm moving in the way that I need to. So anyone who's actually coming and trying to be like, yeah, you know, I like you, I want you to be my shawty. You have to actually come correct. Like, not only coming with helicopter, but you also have to come with all your intentions laid on the table for me, because I don't like people who talk, you know, through their nose. Like, you're talking one thing, but you're doing another thing, you know. I want people who are honest and, you know, just very straightforward with what you want. I will be straightforward with you, so be straightforward with me every fact. The song that's like most personal to me is Belong to You, because it's about my personal experience. As a young woman in the industry, some of the challenges that I've faced are like trying to, should I say, share the spotlight with my fellow girls, because it's almost as if they want one spot for a female artist, and, you know, it's like, the sky is big enough for all of us. You, as a female artist, always has to deal with the comparisons, you know, back and forth. You know, you sound like this person, you sound like this person. And it's like, time and time again, it feels like you're on this race to prove yourself and how different you are. But there would always be challenges, so I'm up for the challenge. My favorite place in the world right now that I've been to is Paris. I think I just love how aesthetically pleasing the city is, you know. It feels like there's a lot of soul and culture, like down from the buildings to the roads to the people. I feel like there's just so much art. And I'm someone who's very big on art. So that kind of thing draws me in a lot. And also is affordable. I don't like places that are expensive, because that's not what I'm making money for. I'm not making money so that when I spend money on breakfast, lunch and dinner, all my money will. So Paris is like, it's destination place for real. And even though like their major language is French, I feel like there's still like a considerable amount of people that speak English and are able to like have conversations with you. It's not like crazy like somewhere like Senegal where you have to like go around with someone who interprets, like really crazy. But like, I love Paris. I feel like Lagos needs to come back in terms of like the culture, like from the things that you see around you. I feel like we're becoming too westernized, and I don't know if this is going to be a wake-up call, because we have a long way to go. Shout out, boys, Paris. Depression can't hold me down. I'm high like the sun up. When I think about how the horror and the sorrow could be worth nothing at all. So basically, this is me now coming down to the bridge to like talk about all of the shit that happens to me. Depression can hold me down. There are times when I get depressed, but it never really holds me down because I'm too much of a joyful person. I'm high like the sun up. I always see myself in that position as where the sun is. So even if for a quick moment there's that, you know, like whiff of like sadness, or, you know, just like, why aren't things working the way that I want them to work? I always see myself as high as where the sun is. When I think about how the horror and the sorrow could be worth nothing at all, like, you can't really let depression hold you down, because then all the turmoil and pain and struggles that you've passed through would all be for nothing. So that's essentially what the bridge is talking about. Regardless of how hard it gets, how thick the weather is, you always have to push on, because at the end of the day, all of this is just like space and, you know, like lines for your come up story, you know. Like, it's always inspiring to hear when someone is like, yeah, you know, I started this multi-million-dollar business with 200 naira in my account. Some people said no to me. They shut me down. Like, you know, when Kanye West was like, he was sharing videos in his documentary of how people like told him no and stuff like that. If he was a nobody, like, no one would really, really care. Like, if he didn't like keep on with the music, to become the person that he is today, it wouldn't be, oh yeah, people told me no, but like, look at where I am now. It would be like, yeah, they told me no, and I listened to their no, and now I'm nowhere to be found. So it's like, I have to keep grinding and pushing so that the people who told me no, the people who said your music is trash, the people who said your kiniko, they're going to eat their words. Oh yeah, it was when I was on tour in DC. The most touching message that I ever got from a fan was her telling me that she drove 4 hours to see me. I was her friends. I was like, oh my God, like that is crazy. And I just felt some overwhelming sense of like gratitude because I was just like it should have made me feel like on top of the world, but it was very humbling to me because I just felt like, imagine if something happened and I just felt like, oh yeah, let me not give this show my 100, or, you know, because I'm not feeling so good, or, you know, or something, cancel the show. But like the fact that she came all the way and she had like such a good time. She said that she had, the way she envisioned it was how it was, you know, she wasn't disappointed. I feel like to me that made me, it felt like, yeah, everything you're doing is amazing and you just have to keep making good music and everything will connect in the end. So shout out to her, honestly. If I was not doing music, I would be doing something artsy, something creative, because I'm a creative through and through. I am neurodivergent, so I'm crazy, like I'm not okay.com. So it's like I do a lot of crazy things, and I just don't think I could, like, let me not say I don't think I could thrive in like a 9 to 5 or working for the man, but I just feel like people who work in that kind of space need to have a kind of mentality, and I don't think that I have that mentality. Like I'm always trying to create something new. I'm not really on the vibe of doing as other people have done or doing as I'm told. Like it's like I'm always trying to like do something different or something that has never been done before. So I think it would be something artsy or creative, like painting or something that brings out like something beautiful inside of me. Hi, it's your favorite girl, Fave, and I just finished breaking down my new song, Intentions, on NotJustVerses. Please like, share, subscribe.